Today, I want to talk about how to determine whether or not you should be charging for your services. So, what I mean by that is someone emailed me today who I like her, and she's had me on her podcast before. So, she's been helping me already in my career, and she had a quick question about rates. She wondered what she should charge a client for some different videos that they wanted to have her voice. And at the end of the email, she wrote, send me your invoice because I want to pay you for your time. And normally, I'm not one who would just give away services for free. But in this case, here's how I would determine whether or not to charge. So, the first thing you would look at is, am I an expert in this field? Yes, I would consider myself an expert at voice acting, but I would not consider myself an expert in rates and negotiation. So in that aspect, since that's her specific question, I don't consider myself an expert there. So I don't want to charge for something that I wouldn't charge someone else for. If someone contacts me and they have a question about LinkedIn marketing or how do I optimize my profile or whatever, I have a course on that. I do consultations on that. I'm not going to give that information away for free because it's something that I've spent a lot of time researching and have experience with what you should and shouldn't do. So that's something I would charge for. And I do get emails in that regard, and I carefully let them, gently and respectfully know that that's a service that I do charge for. And I give them my rates. I also talk about upcoming webinars and things like that where they can learn. So that's just kind of a quick explanation on, what you should charge for, what you should not, so that you don't leave money on the table. But you should also, just be a good friend in some cases and just help people. One good turn deserves another. And I believe 100% in paying it forward. There were a lot of people who helped me when I was first starting my career. Another tip is don't bug the same people. I definitely emailed a few people when I was getting started, and I tried to think about it as, who have I not bothered and who have I built a relationship with, by meeting at a conference or something like that, where it's no big deal if I ask them a quick question. And then I keep it really short. If you need to ask questions in your email, just keep it really short. Give maybe 3 bullet points. The easier for people to answer your question, the more likely they are to do it. So I definitely want to suggest that we pay it forward, but also be respectful if you are the one asking the question. I hope this helps.